here, mate, because you get copyright strikes. Hello ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in guitar lessons or anything like that, there's a link in the description of this video. You can sign up there. And also, if you'd like to support, there is also subscription options as well. You know, really be helping out. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube if you're new here, which I imagine most of you are, because nobody knows who I am. How's your day going, everybody? No, mate, unfortunately on YouTube you can't really do requests, because if you do requests you get copyright strikes. And, yeah, I don't really want to get any of those. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, did a little bit of blues earlier. Blues, just trying to like grab backing tracks and play along to them. Also, I think for these YouTube live streams, I think I'm going to take like people's favourite players and try to like show different examples of like the things they do, like the little tricks they do and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. Also, that's very kind, mate. It's a really basic setup. It's literally just my Ibanez Geo, and then I've got a guitar cable going into the Blackstar Silverline 50-watt combo. All the delay, reverb, overdrive, everything is coming from the Blackstar Silverline, all built in. There's no pedals or nothing. So all just what the amp kind of has. I would say the only downside to it though is it is quite bassy because it's a closed back speaker. So I basically have rolled the whole bass control is on maybe 0.5 because it does have such low end on it. What electric guitars do you recommend? Ibanez Geo, man, is probably my favourite guitar in my collection, and it's one of the cheapest, and it's the most reliable too. Yeah. And because it's got the like 5-way switch with the humbucker, 2 humbuckers and the single coil, you got as many sounds as you want, really. A bit like Hendrix stuff came out. Yeah, because like, the thing is, you don't want to spend too much money. I personally, I don't think you want to spend too much money on a guitar, because if you're gonna gig with it, or you know, do like band rehearsals or anything like that, you want something that's going to be able to take a knock or two. Do you know what I mean? And still be reliable. Like if you take a Les Paul or whatever, and you knock the headstock, it's going to be you're in trouble. But with like this Ibanez, has been dropped, thrown about, everything. It's been through the back window of a car in a car accident, and it was still in tune, you know. So that's what I want. I want it road tested. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want like fancy looking expensive things for my job, you know, because otherwise you're going to be all precious about it if it gets damaged or anything like that. And I also want it to be easily replaceable, right? If it does break, it's way easier to replace a £200 guitar than it is to replace a £2,000 guitar, you know? Is your nickname cool? I don't know. If it makes you happy, mate, makes you happy, you know? That's all you can ask for, eh? That's my favourite chord, that one. Yeah, no worries, mate. Lovely to see you. Anybody would like to support, there's a link tree in the description. Please do check that out. I've recently updated it, so please do check that out. If you're interested in lessons and all things like that, then you can grab it there as well. Delay's nice, that is. Doing all those sort of Adam Holdsworth voicings in there. Cheers, mate. Guys, if you're new here and you'd like guitar lessons, I teach online guitar lessons for a living, so please do check the link below. And if you'd like to support, there's options there as well. Please check the link tree. And if you're new here, please hit subscribe. There's something about playing in B major in these like A positions, you know, it just makes me play fast for some reason. I don't know why. How are you? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for checking out the stream. It's been really, really cool. If you'd like to subscribe, please do, and please support with the link tree in the bio, or the whatever they call it, description. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.